Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like showing up as your full authentic self at work might cost you something? Your credibility, your influence, maybe even your career. Or maybe you've been told directly or indirectly that being too real means being unprofessional, too much personality, too passionate, too expressive. Dial it back. Because somewhere along the way, we've got the message that to be taken seriously, you have to water yourself down. But what if that message was wrong? What if the real power of leadership isn't choosing between authenticity and professionalism, but in learning how to bring them together? Well, today I want to show you exactly how to do that, how to lead with your full self and be taken seriously doing it. And let me tell you about someone I know. Her name is Raquel. Raquel was exceptional, smart, strategic, people savvy, a natural leader. But as she climbed the ladder, she started to feel like who she really was didn't belong in the boardroom. She second-guessed her tone in meetings. She flattened her personality to sound more polished. She started code switching so much she forgot what her real voice even sounded like. And it wore her out. Am I too much? Will they take me seriously if I show up as me? And then one day, after leading a long, major team presentation, she got some feedback from her colleagues that shook her. They said to her, when you're real with us, when you stop editing yourself, that's when people really listen. And that moment changed everything for her. She realized the version of herself that really connected, inspired, and led people wasn't filtered, wasn't corporate safe. It was her real self. And with the way that things are now, there is nothing safe about staying small to make others comfortable. The old rule book is being rewritten, and the leaders rewriting it, they're the ones bold enough to show up fully. So, step one, challenge the myth of one right way. Professionalism isn't a one-size-fits-all. The idea that there's only one way to speak, one way to dress, one way to lead, or even one way to succeed, well, that's a myth built on outdated and often exclusionary standards. See, true professionalism has evolved. It's not about how well you conform. It's about how well you contribute. And the leaders who make the biggest impact today are the ones who break the mold, not blend into it. So don't ask, do I fit their idea of a leader? Ask, am I leading with integrity, excellence, and authenticity? See, that's the real standard. Now, step two, adapt without abandoning yourself. Now, let's be clear. Authenticity isn't about just blurting out everything you feel. It's about being real on purpose. Understand your environment. Read the room. Speak in a way that connects and not just expresses. That's not fake. That's called emotional intelligence. And a major component of leadership is clear communication. Understanding how to have your message received effectively is a key skill. You don't have to shrink to fit the room. You just need to learn how to fill it with intention. And if you want to develop this kind of emotional intelligence and learn how to lead from your full self, get your copy of the Authentic Leadership Playbook. Inside of it, I break down the 9 pillars of authentic leadership, including empathy, emotional intelligence, and presence. And it's free. And I've tried to pack it with practical insight, and the link is in the description. So let's move on to step 3. Let your excellence be your anchor. If you're worried that being yourself might cost you credibility, let your results do the talking. Deliver solutions, drive results, bring value consistently. Because when people see you solve real problems, they stop caring about how you package it. Excellence gives you permission to show up exactly as you are. And the more value you bring, the more free you are to be fully you. Have you ever felt pressure to tone it down in professional settings just to be accepted? Drop it in the comments. I want to hear what that experience was like for you, because your story might give someone else the permission they've been waiting for. And if you're really ready to step into leadership without choosing between your values and your voice, let's talk. Book a free 30-minute conversation with me at the link below. No judgment, just real progress. See, you don't have to choose between being respected and being real. The most powerful leaders are the ones who show up with presence, purpose, and personality. You can bring your full self. You can be professional and authentic. You can lead with impact and still sleep well at night, knowing that you didn't leave yourself behind because you were never too much. You were just too real for the wrong definition of leadership. And now it's your time. So until the next one, live big, live full, live authentic.